In the dawn of time, in a place where the sun always shone and the air was sweet with the scent of blooming flowers, there existed a paradise called the Garden of Eden. This lush garden was filled with every kind of tree that was pleasing to the eye and good for food. Among these trees, two stood out in the center: the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God placed the first man, Adam, in this garden. Adam was a magnificent being, created in the image of God, with strong, defined features and a vitality that mirrored the vibrancy of Eden itself. His task was to tend and keep the garden, a duty he embraced with joy. Yet, God saw that it was not good for Adam to be alone. So, he caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, and from one of his ribs he created a woman. When Adam awoke and saw her, his heart was filled with joy. He called her Eva, recognizing her as bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Together they lived in perfect harmony, not just with each other but with all of creation. One day, as Eva wandered near the center of the garden, she encountered a cunning serpent. The serpent asked, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eva replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees, but God said, 'You must not eat from the tree in the middle, or you will die.'" The serpent hissed, "You will not die. God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eva saw that the fruit was good and desirable, so she took a bite and gave some to Adam. Immediately their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. Filled with shame, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When God walked in the garden, they hid. God called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam replied, "I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat from the tree?" Adam blamed Eva, and Eva blamed the serpent. God, saddened, pronounced judgment on them all. He then made garments of skin for them and banished them from Eden, placing cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Adam and Eva left the garden with heavy hearts but held on to the hope of redemption. This story teaches the importance of obedience and the hope of forgiveness. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more animated Bible stories.